Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham. Alongside Jim Hardy, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Again, thank you so much for being here. Love to hear from you. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind, 256-234-6221. You can catch us here, of course, every day, Monday through Friday on the Auburn Blitz on your Spectrum cable dial, or go and check out our YouTube page. You can catch us on Facebook as well. Just look up our Auburn Blitz page, and love for you to subscribe to that YouTube page and comment away. We'll interact with you any way that we can, but love to hear from you the old-fashioned way. Jim's our first day here this week. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We'll talk about the Iron Bowl, and then we'll bury this one. And I don't really want to plan on talking about it much more after this, but it kind of was, we wondered, what the difference of that Texas A&M win would be. It was a really nice win, a signature win, for Hugh Freeze, and the offense kind of got clicking, and Auburn, it was 4 overtimes, but they put up, some points in that game. They scored some touchdowns in that game. You thought, okay, well, maybe the switch has been flipped, or the light has come on, or they've turned the corner, or whatever cliche you want to use. But in the end, Auburn looked, like they've looked all year. I looked it up. If you take away Texas A&M, Auburn averaged 15.7 points a game in SEC play. Mm-hmm. They scored 14 in this game. That's just who they couldn't. They moved the ball between the 20s, but they could not punch it in down there on the goal line. They missed a field goal. They could not take advantage of opportunities, and when they did have opportunities, you get something like a halfback pass coming out of a timeout, which I agree. On the opponent's 30-yard line.
I agree with what you said the other day. I think it was after the post-game show or something. You said that it may be the dumbest call the entire season.
I think that's right.
I don't know who calls that. It's first down, and you're driving. Your momentum, you're on their side of the field.
Yeah.
You ask a kid.
30-yard line.
You ask a kid that's a running back that don't throw to throw it all the way across the field to the other side. Then I hear in a press conference is, option number 2 was standing over there he's supposed to throw it back to Peyton. So you're telling me you're going to throw it? Yeah, you're going to throw it back across the field with a kid that doesn't even throw a football. Yeah. I bet you he ain't thrown a ball 30 times all year in practice.
Probably so.
And you're asking him to do that in the biggest game of the year. I'm with you on that one. Now that one, I don't know where his brain went or whoever called it, but that's probably the dumbest call of the entire year.
The timing of it was just terrible.
Terrible.
I thought
there was no win there.
No.
Zero.
And it was a one-man route.
Yeah.
For KLS, who was, I think it looked like he was in triple coverage.
Triple.
And you're asking not only to throw the ball downfield, but to throw it across the field.
Right.
30, which is probably 50 yards.
That's the part that gets me more than anything, is you sent the kid to the opposite side away from the routes. Was that part of the scheme of to go, if he runs the other way, they surely won't think we'd throw it back across the field?
I don't know what the thinking was, but like you said, it was Auburn they had scored to end the third quarter, gone for 2, got it, got within 2 touchdowns, got a turn of the defense went out there, got you a turnover.
I mean, can you even imagine, even if you pick up 3 on that drive, you got momentum.
Yeah.
You're going forward. He finds a way so many times to throw water on our gas.
That's probably a good way to put it. So, yeah, there are a lot of other things. I mean, the game plan obviously was not to run the football.
No.
Auburn only rushes 23 times in the entire game.
Well, that's another one that stuck in my craw, and I think I told you I watched literally the first quarter. I saw how it ended the first quarter. I went outside. I was done with it, and I came back and watched it the next day because I knew how it was going to turn out.
Yeah.
There's 3 opponents that beat Alabama this year. They've given you the formula the entire year of you're going to beat them, you're going to rush the football, and you're going to win the time of possession.
Yeah.
We won neither one of those in this ballgame.
Oh, no.
Neither one.
No, Alabama 36 minutes had the ball to Auburn's 23.
Vanderbilt beat them with like 39 minutes of possession. I mean, they were literally up in there. Oklahoma beat them in the 30s. Tennessee beat them. All of them had 160, 200 yards rushing per game. We didn't even try to rush.
Now, I will say this. We did find ourselves early in a lot of third and longs.
Mm-hmm. Because you're calling stupid plays.
Yeah, I agree. We were very very blatant in the running plays. There was no. It seemed like there was no originality. There was no spontaneity of trying to work some different aspects.
Here's another point I wanted to bring up to you, and I've heard a lot of shows out there. Nobody's covered this one yet. Is it not possible that people's figured Hugh out? Because think about this. He just played somebody, the defensive coordinator for Alabama's daddy. Hugh hired him years ago as his defensive coordinator, so he knows all about ball and how Hugh plays it. Vanderbilt, they beat us last year with New Mexico State. The same coach came over from there. Pavia knew the whole system. Basically, he's told us in press conferences, well, it's going to be kind of tough this week. Got one of my old assistants I'm playing against.
Yeah.
Every time he says that, they get the ever-living daylights beat out of them. Is it not possible that they figured out his game? I mean, it's obvious in a run and shoot, RPO style offense. It's wide open. As long as you got grass, as Mike used to call it. If we got open grass between the 20s, we can throw it all over the field. When you compress that down and make me actually have to play football, it's not working.
Well, clearly the first 2 years we've looked for a high-powered offense.
Yeah.
Come up short.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phone line. The Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline for the first call of the day. Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, this is James. How you guys doing?
Doing great, James. How about you?
I'm all right. If they want to fight Ryan Day, give me Ryan Day. If they want to fight Lincoln Riley, give me Lincoln Riley. You just hit it on the head. The halfback pass, but that ain't the one get me. You at the 1 yard line, and you rushing. And anybody that's seen Gus Malzahn know when he get a first down, he run the same play over and over. That's going to be a run play because you ain't called no play. So when we get to the 1 yard line for a touchdown, we got three you could have ran the ball 3 straight times and just gave it to my man running back. But you going to rush half a yard, and everybody in America know you going to run. Give me Ryan Day, give me Lincoln Riley, give me anybody else, because that is sad. But anyway, I was just calling to find out who leaving, who we going to keep, this and that. And then for our basketball team, I like our little squad. I just wish Diva Jones and the other shooter we got be more consistent. But I'm afraid that what would we do if Johnny Broom get in foul trouble? And sooner or later, one of these games he's going to get in foul trouble. What would be our go-to then? And then last but not least, I told you a while back that the SEC done had their chances at winning championship. If Texas don't win, Georgia ain't gonna win no championship this year. Tennessee ain't gonna win no championship this year. I can guarantee you those two ain't. Texas is our only chance at winning a championship in the SEC. If Texas don't do it, we not. SEC, I told y'all a while back, SEC windows done closed. It's time for the Big Ten to win the championship now. And I'm picking Penn State or either Ohio State to win the championship. Because the SEC, if I were these ADs, I get my money back from everybody because they playing this old soft football, man. And the last thing I'm finna go. Do y'all think we finna get Hugh Freeze an extension? You know how they go. If you don't give him an extension, then they'll say, well, you telling the recruits that he may not be there. That's why they give him extension. Are we planning on giving him an extension? Thank you.
Appreciate it, James. All good points. I think let's see. Well, who's going to leave? Let's start with who's going to leave. No, I tell you what. Let's start with: are we going to give Hugh Freeze an extension? That's a good question.
It is,
and the answer is no. I don't think so. Now, after year 3, that's when you. Because I think it's, is it a 5-year contract, I believe?
Yes.
So, yeah, you after year 3, you see where you're at. Now, we've said this, and I said this yesterday. I think they said this Sunday. I think 8's the number. Mm-hmm. If you don't win 8 games and look good doing it and, lose close in the other ones, at least, I'm talking bottom. That's the absolute worst. Then I think you move on from Hugh Freeze. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
I'm with you.
So, yeah, so that's – I don't think we give him an extension this year, but maybe if he wins 9 or 10 games, clearly, yes, he'll get an extension the next year for a couple more years. We'll address the other 2 points that James brought up when we come back. Love to hear from you. 256-234-6221. More to come right after these messages.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors. Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Get ready to rev up your fall with Adams Motorsports in Montgomery. This season, experience the thrill of the open road like never before. From sleek motorcycles to powerful ATVs to versatile side-by-sides, we've got everything you need to fuel your passion for adventure. Whether Polaris, Suzuki, or Kawasaki, Adams sells and services the best. Go to where the journey begins. Visit us today or online for more information. From East Alabama's first family of power sports, Adams Motorsports of Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Heavy-duty trucks and heavy-duty savings are at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Big work means big towing and hauling ability. Today, you can drive away brand-new Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra 2500 HD trucks with discounts up to $6,000 off. Take your choice, Chevy or GMC heavy-duty 2500 series trucks up to $6,000 off right now during truck season. So let's get to work. Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, your heavy-duty truck headquarters. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you, just getting started on today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big. No job is too small. Commercial or residential, give them a call today for all your needs. Also, Russell Do-It Center. They got 9 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. They got a little bit of everything there at Russell Do-It Center, and they can beat the big box store. Finally, Sensa Green, heating, cooling, and insulation. For air that's fresh and clean, call Sensa Green. They got some insane deals going on right now, so you need to give them a call, 334-487-3555, Sensa Green. Okay, Jim, we were talking about James's comments. We'll address now the who do you think could win the championship? He says the reign is over for the SEC. Time for the Big Ten to step up. Now, Oregon's #1 team in the country. They have not lost a game. Mm-hmm. They have now they've had some scares here as of late, but they look like a very formidable team. When I look at these 12 teams, though, I don't care. I mean, we can quibble over who gets the 12th spot, but I really don't. I look at this and I say anybody could win it, almost. I mean, I think there's at least 5 or 6 teams that could win it. I think Texas could win it. I disagree with you. I think Georgia could win it. Mm-hmm. They are a team. You don't overlook experience in these kind of situations. Georgia's been there. Their defense can get after you when they want to. They've had some moments. Obviously, Georgia Tech, that game was kind of bizarre, but that is a rivalry game. So there are some interesting matchups. I think that may be what it comes down to, who you get matched up with.
That's what I was about to say. I think that's the biggest thing. It's almost going to be like March Madness in a way, except for you get to play at home in some of these games, is if you try to send a team, say we fall into, the SEC falls into a seed where they send you on the road somewhere and you got to go to Happy Valley and play in the snow or go play in the cold. Yeah. That's a little advantage because we're not used to that.
That's true.
But in the other way of looking at that, if you were to escape that and get through that, then I'm with you. I think anybody that goes in the SEC because of what they've weathered all year to play such a tough schedule, I think any one of them could win it. Me personally, I picked them early in the season as Tennessee. I think Tennessee's still got a great shot as long as Nico's going. If Nico's rolling, I think they can play with anybody in the country.
I know for a fact one team that's not going to win it.
Oh, I guarantee you.
Let's go back to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline. Okay, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Okay. I just want to comment on what they're talking about today about Hugh Freeze extension. I don't think you need to give him no extension because Hugh Freeze act like he brain dead for some reason or another. And he ain't got no assistant coaches. He called the same stupid plays over and over and over. No kind of imagination. And he rides Thorne to death, and no, Thorne ain't no quarterback. Anybody know that if you got a quarterback and he ain't getting no results, you need to change him. Ain't no need to keep riding the same dead horse because you ain't going to get no different results. And then, I mean, it's just ridiculous over there on that coaching staff at Auburn and some of the players over there. We ain't had a decent coach since Pat Dye left. Pat Dye was the best coach ever over there at Auburn because when you knew you played Auburn, when Pat Dye was coaching, you were in for a fight. It wasn't no, you might beat him every now and then, but you were in for a fight. Pat Dye got the right kind of players, the players that would go out there and get it done, try their best to get it done, and he was a coach. But Hugh Freeze, Harshen, even Gene Shiflett, when he won the championship, everybody knew that was Gus Malzahn's call to get Cam Newton because he was willing to stick with Barry Trotter and the other guy that he had over there, and we didn't have no chance until we got Cam Newton over there. So that was Gus Malzahn championship. And we know that. The people that know football know that. We need to get serious about hiring a good coach and some good assistant coaches who going to keep us in the game, going to make a good game of, because when you play Auburn now, you know you're going to beat them because they're going to beat themselves. And everybody know that. We lose games now we had in the bag, and for that one, we give them away in the end because of Peyton Thorne and the play that he called. We roll out to the right, he going to throw the ball in the stand. He ain't no quarterback. I've been telling y'all that for a year now. And it's still the same old. You can't expect the same old quarterback out there and get different results. He ain't showed you nothing. And I can talk all day about this, but I'm not going to bend y'all ears about it. Thank you for taking my call, and I'll be talking to y'all later. You can be bet on that.
Appreciate it, Larry. I always enjoy the call, Larry. Look, all right, Peyton Thorne's not going to be there next year. I know that for a fact as well. Mm-hmm. So, I agree. Hugh Freeze has done absolutely nothing on the field to warrant an extension. None. That's why I say next year, and he's going to be the coach next year. You can, whether you believe he should be or not is irrelevant. He is going to be the coach next year unless, something unforeseen happens off the field. But what does he do on the field? Who's going to be the quarterback next year? Is he going to make some changes at offensive coordinator? Does Derek Nix get a head coaching job somewhere? Does he replace him anyway? Does he get a new quarterback coach? Any position changes during the offseason. What happens tomorrow, Wednesday, is a big, huge piece of what is going forward in the future for Auburn. Signing day is tomorrow. We'll talk about that a little bit when we come back, and that will lead into another one of the points where we're going to talk about who's going to be back next year for this Auburn football team. We've already seen some guys enter the portal. We'll talk about that when we come back. More to come right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
The results are in, and Game Day Men's Health in Auburn has delivered. The certified medical team at Game Day Men's Health wants to help you feel better. Text 334-209-3706 to set up your free testosterone check and consult. Results back in as little as 15 minutes. Tired of feeling tired? Text 334-209-3706 to Game Day Men's Health in Auburn. They make you feel better.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dable, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. I'd like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Go and check them out. Got daily lunch specials. Check out their website, steaksinwine.com. That's just the letter N, steaksinwine.com. Tremendous food. Got a wide variety of steaks and ribs and burgers, steak burgers, Kaneka burgers, tiger tails. I mean, they got a little bit of everything there, and the food is absolutely tremendous. We can attest to that. We've had that go and check them out. I'm sure they've got different kind of specials going on, but daily lunch specials on their website. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, 2 locations, one in Montgomery, one in Auburn. Go and check them out today. Let's go back to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hello, good afternoon, Andy and Jim. How you fellas doing today?
Great, Jerry. How about you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for taking my call. Guys, I just wanted to mention 2 or 3 things. Look, I missed y'all's very first segment, so I apologize if I'm going over something that y'all probably already gone over, but I haven't talked to a single Auburn fan that's not just frustrated as everything with what's going on down there at Auburn. And they lay it right at the feet of Hugh Freeze. And, of course, we know what we're lacking in the quarterback position. We can go back over all that, why they should have got somebody else, but they didn't, and so forth and so on. But we're just adequately short at I say the 2 most important spots, and that's quarterback and head coaches. But our offensive line, both our tackles got abused Saturday. I mean, they got knocked flat on their back. They're 330, 350-pound guys get knocked flat on their rear end more than once. And it looked like Alabama's just a little bit more physical than we were. And I still haven't figured out. Y'all might be able to explain the rationale of letting Darquez Hunter throw that pass. It was 1st and 10. We weren't in a desperate mode then. They acted like they were, but we weren't. And it's just all throughout the years, guys. It's the calls have been made from the sidelines, from the coaches. It just kind of make you scratch your head and wonder what in the heck's going on. We can recruit up and we can get a bunch of good players down there, but if something don't change on that end of it, I just don't see the results changing. But look, I'm always going to be pulling for them, but that's neither here nor there. But thank you for taking my call. It's Big War Eagle always.
Appreciate it, Jerry. Yeah, War Eagle. Yeah, we touched on that. We touched on that play in the first segment. It was baffling to all of us, but. Yeah, no doubt about it. Ty says the only coach Auburn can't afford to lose is DJ Durkin. I might agree with that.
Agree.
He has done an outstanding job. I desperately hope he comes back.
To be playing the number of freshmen that he's had to play this year, he's put a quality product on the field.
Yes, he has.
He's give Auburn a chance to win every ball game.
Yep.
He didn't let us get blown out. He didn't let us get into a situation that the offense said we ain't got no chance. The offense has beat themselves. That's plain and simple, picked themselves apart. And Jerry brought up a good question about quarterbacks. Okay, he's like Hugh Freeze stuck to Peyton. Well, we all know because we're about to go into it tomorrow, signing day. You're about to go into it next week is the portal. I know for sure last year they tried the Caden Salter kid and couldn't get him because of the school thing didn't work out. He got into the portal for like one day, came here, checked it out, something about his grad transfer stuff that wasn't all ready, so he had to go back. Then they tried after the kid at Coastal Carolina. They tried it another one. Everybody keeps throwing it out there that they tried at Cam Ward. There's already a statement that I read that Cam said he wasn't coming to the SEC. He had already made up his mind. He wanted to go somewhere else. And Hughes even made the statement in his own press conferences, we're not willing to spend last year $1 million on a quarterback. So really, if you look at all those factors, 1, he's not willing to spend the money last year. 2, the people he did go after, he couldn't entertain them and couldn't get them here. So he left himself only a choice. He's like, well, I'll just go with Peyton because he's the best thing I got available. I couldn't go to Walmart and buy the toy I wanted, so I just got to play with the one I already got.
Right.
So this year, Jerry, you're going to see the same thing, except for hopefully we're going to see a team that will spend some money and actually say, okay, kid from Washington State, what do you want? Name your number. You want $2 million? Okay, come on. Come play with us. Arizona's got a kid out there. USC's got a kid already in there. I mean, I can go down the list. There's like 6 of them that have already said they're getting in that are, quality quarterbacks. But are they the game changers? You know as well as anybody does, we are not, Auburn University is not in a situation of having a game-managing quarterback right now. We got to have somebody that can go out there and take over a game. One of those guys that gets hot like shooting threes that you go, boy, he could throw it in from the other sideline.
Here's the problem, too, for you, Freeze, is that because of these first 2 years, you cannot miss.
No.
And this is not an exact science.
Nope.
This is not this piece looked great there. He's going to be great here. It doesn't work that way. It's about fit. It's about, can he learn an offense in this amount of time, in 1 year or one off season? What's the chemistry like? I mean, there's all these different things that play into it. It's not just physical.
No.
It's does he have the intangibles? Does he have the leadership and all these different kind of things? You cannot miss now.
No.
Because of this.
No.
And because of that, we were talking about Auburn probably likely to take two out of the portal.
I full 100%. Two things I believe. I think you're going to see 2 quarterbacks out of the portal, and I think you're going to see a new OC. Because here's my other question. If I'm trying to sell you to come to us and play, and you're the quarterback from, I don't know, let's pick said university, Liberty, you're Salter. Buddy, I run an RPO system, and I know you're a pocket passer, but I can make it work, I promise you. Let me write you $1 million contract. You just come play. Well, money ain't always the answer for a kid to come play because they want to go to another level to make a lot more money.
Yeah.
You also got to convince them that your system fits, that you got the players around them. Salter, are you going to come down here and play because I got Coleman, because I got Simmons, because I can put weapons out there around you?
Well, how do you bring in 2 guys from the portal? How do you convince one to come, if that's the rationale?
Correct.
To say, well, there's a chance you may not play.
Right. That now you see the quandary he's in. Because you've also got Walker White's been sitting there for a whole year. He should know that offense pretty well and be ready to go.
I guess you say if you don't win the job, obviously you transfer out.
Right.
But
I mean, who wants to transfer at the last minute?
Yeah.
Because then you're out there looking for another. Whoever they want to come in now and pay the big bucks for, they want them there all spring and the fall, and they want to have that system inside and out.
It's a tenuous situation for Hugh Freeze and this Auburn football team at that quarterback position this coming year. We'll see what happens. Who knows? We may end up seeing Walker White or Deuce Knight start for Auburn next year. But it is it's going to be interesting, fascinating to watch this all unfold. Don't go anywhere. We got more to come on this edition of the Auburn Blitz.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State Games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State Games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit alagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Let's go directly back to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline and welcome in Mylan. You're on the Auburn Blitz.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, how you doing today?
Pretty good. So I've been seeing a lot of people chattering about the Liberty quarterback, Salter.
Right.
I just don't understand it. I mean, if you look at his numbers, they're not very great. I think if we do go that route, Hugh will be looking for a job. I just don't see it as a good pickup, and I don't understand why anybody feels that way, what he's done to impress. If I was Hugh, I would probably be looking at the Washington State quarterback. I'd just like to get you guys' opinion on that. War Eagle.
Appreciate the phone call. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Ty said on the thread that the Washington State quarterback, he believes probably going to head to Oklahoma because his offensive coordinator just got hired there. But, Jim brings up a good point, too. They already got a couple of quarterbacks there. Now, one of those may end up in the portal, that Hawkins kid that played against Auburn, and the
I wish I could think of his name. Jackson something.
Yeah. The starter that started the year there in Oklahoma.
I happened to have been looking up when he called. It's funny, he was talking about it. Caden Salter, 2022 when he played for Liberty, he threw for 1,100 yards, basically 7 yards a throw, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. In 2023, however, threw for almost 3,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. That's pretty good numbers, actually.
So he threw for 1,100 yards this year?
No, 1,100 his first year as quarterback. Okay. Yes. This year, he threw for 1,900, or right at 1,900, 15 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. So basically, his interceptions are pretty low. I mean, to throw 6 interceptions, that's not bad. But the 1,800, almost 1,900 yards, you got to look at that and say, did he have the same weapons he had the year he threw for 3,000?
Isn't that basically what Peyton Thorne did?
Yeah.
Threw for about 3,000 his sophomore year.
He was the year he went for like 11-2, I think it was, their season. Yeah.
And then he threw for, half of that, the next year, and we thought, well, he didn't. He lost a lot. And look, I've not. I'll be perfectly honest here. I don't think I've watched Caden Salter play with my own eyes. I've never watched a Liberty game this year.
Now,
so.
here's the part that I don't think fits, but you tell me if it does or does not. His rushing in the games this year, 23, 53, 54, 94, 64. I don't know if that's enough, if that's what Hugh wants in that RPO or not.
Yeah. Well, you got to look at, you got to look at it, and you probably got to sit back. And here's the other part of this too. You know, who's going to get in the portal?
Right.
Who's going to be available? When do you pull the trigger and say, you know, do you go ahead and go after a guy and then somebody better, you know, that may fit your system even better, waits a little bit longer before he gets into the – now, we keep talking about this. You can't officially enter the portal until, I think, December 9th.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all in theory. But it, you know, we're probably, I think we can all, you know, kind of digest. And Jackson Arnold, thank you, Ty.
Yes, that's
we can all kind of, you know, understand what we're talking about. So, you know, this is not an exact science. There's timing. There's school. I mean, Auburn has gone after quarterbacks where something about their, you know, transfer, something about the graduate classes Auburn doesn't offer. I mean, there's all different kind of things that could be going on here. But when you just look at it to say a dream list, what quarterback would you say, okay, well, that's a can't miss guy? I don't know if there is such a thing.
Mm-mm.
So,
I mean, everybody's jumping on this Washington State kid like he's the next Cam Ward.
Right.
Because of the way he runs, the way he throws, all that. But you know as well as I do, there's not a can't miss. No. I mean, the kid could get here and not fit in the SEC.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, look, I'm a fan, okay? You know, I'm not – I never played college football, okay? I've never coached college football. I have to defer to Hugh Freeze and whoever his offensive brain trust is to go out and get the best guy that they believe is the guy, whoever that may be. All I know is he can't miss. So, you know, I could say, well, I think this guy ought to be the quarterback or that guy ought to be the quarterback. Well, my opinion doesn't matter. Whatever all I know is whoever they go out and get, and they are going to go out and get a quarterback from the portal, he better be good and he better work out, because otherwise they're all going to be looking for jobs.
John Mater is his name, from Washington State.
Okay.
He has had 3,140 passing yards this year, 29 touchdowns to 7 interceptions.
Well, those are good numbers.
Yes.
We got to take another break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State Games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State Games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit allagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you, closing things out to 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for all the phone calls. Boy, it makes the show fly by. John says Liberty doesn't play in the SEC, of course. Totally different level of QB play. How many wins does it take for Freeze to keep his job next year? I say 8. I think that seems to be a general consensus.
And you've added a caveat to that, and I agree with it as well, is those others can't be look ugly and get blown out.
No, you can't get blown out by Auburn, by Georgia and Alabama.
No.
Or Texas A&M on the road, or, you got to.
Well, and you're going to have, if you get beat by Alabama, that's 3 straight years of losing Alabama too. You've backed yourself in a corner big time.
3 straight.
Yeah, I mean, Hughes lost to him into what they call the grave digger. Lost to him this year. Yeah, so he'll be up 3 straight Hughes losses to Alabama.
Yes, that would be, yeah. I was thinking that would be 6 straight.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not going to put all 6 on Hughes.
No, that's a good point. In the portal, or at least already announcing that they will get into the portal, Holden Garner, sophomore quarterback, Micah Riley, sophomore tight end, sophomore offensive lineman E.J. Harris from Auburn High School, and junior defensive lineman Gage Keys, the transfer from Kansas that just never really made any kind of impact, couldn't get on the field this year. So he's got 1 year of eligibility remaining. Signing day is tomorrow. Right now, Auburn's got the number 5 class in the country. There's, of course, really There's been talk for a while about Naheem Alford, number 1 player in the state of Alabama, 5-star cornerback. He plays for, I think, Parker. Parker plays for the state title this week. Coming up, that's going to be I think they play Saraland, Parker and Saraland. That's going to be a great matchup. That could add to the class. There's now talk, that Justice Terry, he did make that trip to Auburn. It looks, Alabama's in on it. I think LSU's in on it. Georgia is probably the favorite. But Auburn, from what I understand, has made a big push, and they've got a pretty nice NIL deal for him. That's a 5-star defensive lineman. If that were to happen too, this class could bump all the way up to, who knows, 3-2. That's the kind of players that Auburn needs to take it to the next level. They need some better coaching too, but imagine what DJ Durkin could do with these guys.
Oh yeah.
So that tomorrow is going to be a huge day. We'll see what happens. Some of the guys, I'm sure there will be some that won't sign exactly tomorrow. I think Justice Terry is not actually going to make his decision until Friday. So a lot to talk about. We'll be here from 12 to 1. I'm sure a lot will have happened by that time, and we'll talk about that and look at this class as it kind of takes shape tomorrow, where we stand, how these recruits, if Deuce Knight puts his name
on the paper,
if he ends up at Ole Miss or if he ends up at Auburn, it's going to be kind of a crazy
That's
day.
what I fully expect, not him, but I expect a flip. You're not expecting, because one here lately, I've watched it the last day, Florida is on an absolute heater.
Yeah.
They've turned 12 guys in a week, 12 that they flipped from other schools. And
one of them from Auburn.
All over the country, all over. That shows
Well, they're kind of having the opposite of what they had last year.
Napier is what we believe Freeze is a great recruiter. Now that he's actually been able to put a product on the field and said, look at this schedule we just had to play and we still won 7 ball games. Yeah. He's like, y'all need to come play.
Yeah.
And somebody in another show brought up a great point too that has got to be known. Florida pulled together $27 million to fire him because they thought he wasn't going to have a winning season. When he did, they said, you know what? Now we got $27 million sitting there for NIL. They're out there buying him a wish list now.
How about that? It's funny how things work out sometimes.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say, but I think it had to do.
Just signing day.
Oh, Donovan Starr.
Yes.
Don't be surprised to see maybe if he flips.
That was the kicker. I heard that it was going to be Alford or Starr. We basically they were playing off of each other. If Starr feels like Alford's coming to us, he's going to Alabama, or vice versa. If Alford's not coming, then Starr's staying with us.
So
that's the word on the street.
That's something to watch.
Yeah.
To keep your eye on that. So and Usamani Kramah, the running back that's committed to Georgia, will he flip to Auburn?
Because that's another room that you're going to need some help in.
Yeah.
I don't know that Austin and Cobb are very happy at the carries they got this year.
Oh well, they should be.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're the dudes next year.
Then you got to look at important tomorrow too, which I think there's only like 1 or 2 in our class as wide receivers. If we could possibly, if the guys that are there out of eligibility now leave, then you're looking at Jackson, Brown. Go down the list. You could really only be left with the Freeze 4 there still in the room at the end of the day.
Well, you got the Derek Smith and Eric Smith, the 2 brothers coming from wide receivers. So again, there'll be some surprises. Both ways, I'm sure, but it should be a fun day for sure, no doubt. How about 1983 Iron Bowl on this day? Great one, 23-20, Auburn. Bo ran wild. Kind of solidifying that team, who would go on to win the national championship by many estimations, and the SEC title. That's going to wrap it up for us. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.